ovation for Mr. Hollywood Shane Stevens. And what do we think of the man that beat him, Oliver Peace? Now, ladies and gentlemen, up next we were scheduled to have a women's championship match between Ruby Summers and Pollyanna. Unfortunately, Ruby Summers is injured and is not here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We've been joined by your Plex Wrestling Women's Champion, Pollyanna.
took the words right out of my mouth there, Joey Mills. Ha! Hugs all around today at ringside. All right, Joey, I agree with you there. But in all seriousness, though, fellas, we were originally scheduled for a title match against Ruby Summers. Ruby is unfortunately injured, suffered a neck injury. I haven't heard anything of what's going to happen. Have you?
No, it begs the question, will we still get the title match?
Well, I hope so. One was billed. Dal, have you heard anything? I mean, you've got money, you've got contacts.
I have got contacts, but I've been told I'm not allowed to say anything. But I will say, I know what's going to happen.
How can you be so sure?
Well, as you said, I've got contacts.
What if you're so sure? Share it. Actually, let Polly do it. Neck injuries, not funny in wrestling business. Not funny at all. Well, there you go.
Are you going to get in?
So we will have a match. Oh, wait a minute, I recognise this music.
Hang on.
Is she serious? She's already wrestled once tonight. Dal, do you know anything about this?
I can't confirm nor deny what I know.
I take that as a yes then.
So it looks like Nightshade's answering the challenge.
Can I also say, in my colour,
well, this is surprising. Nightshade has already wrestled once tonight in that tag team contest, and it appears she's going to answer Pollyanna's open challenge. This is gutsy. This is a very gutsy move. But let's think about it this way. Kelly Six is going to, well, it looks like he's going to be at ringside. Could this be the ace in the hole to counter any potential fatigue that Nightshade is feeling?
I know where I'm putting my money on.
Care to elaborate?
I think we both know that anyone who's clever with money keeps it to themselves, okay? But my money's on green.
So,
the dysfunctional couple of Plex Wrestling returns, 50 Shades of 6. And you know what? I'll give credit where it's credit is due.
In the corner to my right, the challenger, accompanied to the ring by Kelly 6, Nightshade.
Nightshade has already wrestled once. This requires guts.
And in the corner to my left, the undisputed Plex Wrestling Women's Champion, Polyana.
But she's going against perhaps one of the best female wrestlers in Europe. So this is interesting. Open challenge accepted by Nightshade of 50 Shades of 6. Now, let's cut to the chase. Nightshade will be slightly fatigued, and she's going against Polyana. But with Kelly 6 is staying at ringside. Will that even things out?
I think that could actually tip things in Nightshade's favour.
Well, Nightshade is as tough as they come. Well, it's gut check time, Nightshade. Let's see how good you really are. And if she wins this match tonight cleanly, I'll put my hands up and admit she would have earned it. But again, she's going against one of Europeans' best. Plex Wrestling, King of the Brits. Not only did Polyana win the Plex Wrestling British Championship, Women's Championship rather. It's ironic to say that, because listen to this. Not only did she beat Rhea O'Reilly for her women's belt, but she also went into the main event final to compete for the Plex Wrestling Championship, and she nearly won.
That is impressive.
And that was impressive as well. Great technique by Polyana, as she now has the arm.
Fireman's carry into the armbar.
That's why my mix-up earlier. Polyana knows about double duty. And here in Plex Wrestling as well. So could that be an equalising factor? Polyana knows about that fatigue, and she knows what to do to combat it.
Absolutely. I mean, Polyana is one of the, as you've rightfully said, one of the best female wrestlers we have in this country, let alone, well, actually Europe as well. And you could even argue the world. She's someone that has so many moves, so many counters, and very, very popular. And I wish I could make fun of that, but genuinely well deserved to Polyana.
Showing quite a bit of restraint here tonight, aren't you?
I mean, all joking aside, I'll be really honest with both of you. I wouldn't want to be on the wrong side of Polyana. Because, I mean, look at the way she's contorting that arm and her chin.
Well, Polyana held her own against Chris Brooks, Logan. You know, she was in that main event title match, and she can hold her own against, like I said, this is why I call these ladies professional wrestlers, because they can hold their own against anybody. They've certainly got the skills to pay the bills, and this is what is making me curious about Nightshade. She clearly has the skills to get it done.
I mean, also, I would also say she has the attitude to get it done. Because as you say, she might have had a match earlier, but in a weird way, she's warmed up. She's had a match, done
Wait a minute.
quite well.
Sorry, Dal, but we've got a beautiful bridge there and a lovely wrist lock counter out.
Phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal.
So far, we've got a straight-up wrestling match, but with Kelly 6 at ringside, how long is that going to stay that way?
He is something that we like to say in finance is, let's just say, a sure bet. Something's going to happen. Like the stock market, will it go up? Will it go down?
There we go. Mott. There you go. That distraction may have cost Polyana. She should have more focused on... Okay, the ref was in the way, but you should have more focused on the Nightshade than the ref. Because Nightshade currently has control, but Polly takes it back with that hip toss. Follows up with a beautiful arm drag. Arm drag, well, I bet that did hurt. Drop kick follow-up.
Fantastic, phenomenal, amazing. I can't say enough good things.
A lot's happening in this match. A Lannister driver already. She sets him up onto the shoulders. Nightshade slips to the outside, though. She doesn't want to get hit by that Lannister driver.
Hang on, are we going to get
Polyana took Logan out with that move.
Are we going to get the fourth word of our title? Are we going to get a dive? Or a dodge. Or a dip.
If you don't want to know the score, no, we got an interference.
We got a trip. Not quite a dip, a trip.
Trip, dodge and dive. Now that could be the deciding factor for Nightshade here.
Absolutely. I mean, a surefire thing there. I would say clever, using your resources. That's what it's about. And that's what Pollyanna hasn't got.
Resources, it's still illegal. Ross, do you think that Nightshade honestly needs the help of Kelly Six to win this match? Because I don't think she does. I find it disgusting that she's resorted to using him and these sorts of tactics like here.
So, this is what you were saying in the Shane Stevens match. Look, he doesn't need to cheat. And it's the same with Nightshade. She doesn't need to cheat.
There we go. I'm sorry, you can't condone that. You can call it resources all you want. And to be honest with you, what's ticking me off more, seeing that I know I've got to stay impartial, but seriously, as someone who used to compete, there we go with a beautiful shot like that, I can tell that Nightshade doesn't need to do that.
She might not need to, but I'm going to say that phrase again. You might want to work harder. That's how you like to do it. But it's actually all about working smarter. Use those resources, and that is exactly what Nightshade is doing.
Sorry, Dal, but Pollyanna's just fought up and just takes a knee to the gut thanks to Nightshade, who just takes her right back down to the mat.
Smart. I'm telling you, smart. No need to do a big hip toss.
Hey. I'm not going to deny that for a second, but this is kind of like what I'm saying. She doesn't need underhanded tactics. That was a beautiful strike.
I still don't know what you mean underhanded tactics. Maximising your resources.
All right. Lovely counter. Nightshade goes down.
Come on, one.
Double clothesline. Oh.
Right across the neck and took her down with her. Pollyanna's in a world of hurt. Okay, Ross, let's talk strategy here. What has got to be the tactics for Polly to win, and what has got to be the tactics for Nightshade to win?
Well, Nightshade just really needs to isolate a body part. Well, like she's doing now, in fact. And Pollyanna needs to use her crowd.
Get the momentum.
Yes.
Oh, here comes one of those suplexes.
Power of Nightshade again in full force.
Look at that snap. That was brilliant. One thing I have noticed about Nightshade is that she's slowing the match down, maximising all of her moves. That suplex was all impact. Two very good. Maybe after a couple more of these big moves, we might be seeing a new women's champion.
Well, I must admit, we took the Mickey out of Jim Cornette earlier, but there's something he also says that also rings very, very true. Slow it down, maximise everything you do, put all your focus into what you are doing, and you will take your opponent out.
Oh, Nightshade having some fun there. Big chop. Have some fun. It's one of them moves that I always find, it stings, it definitely hurts, but it's one of these moves that I find a little bit insulting. You're having fun with your opponent. You're going, ha-ha, I'm going to slap you.
It's a show of dominance.
Absolutely.
It's, it's designed to be a sting across the chest, and also just... Nightshade, don't talk, just do it.
Wasting time here.
And there you go, she pays for it. She takes a roly-poly, gets tripped out, and eats second rope turnbuckle.
Pollyanna building up the momentum. Double knees.
You heard that aggression as well. Nightshade takes one right to the back of the neck, but there's only a 2 count.
Well done, Nightshade. Kicked out at 2. Well done indeed.
And Pollyanna is still feeling her neck from that clothesline from earlier.
Pollyanna really building up ahead of steam here.
Call for crowd support. Gets switched by Nightshade. Nightshade takes one to the jawline, though, thanks to a Pollyanna elbow. 2 to the side, countered, neckbreaker through the ropes.
That was painful.
Hangman's neckbreaker. Nice positioning by Nightshade, wrapping her right up so Pollyanna cannot get to the ropes and was forced to kick out completely.
Takes out, as you said rightfully, too much energy to kick out there. Pollyanna, you can see it in her face. She's very tired, very worn out. But then Nightshade, as you said, had a match earlier. She needs to take advantage of this situation.
Whip into the corner. Pollyanna hits it hard, feeling it around the ribs and the back.
We're watching.
Don't talk, do it, Nightshade. You've got the skill, you've got the ability, you've got the power.
Going up.
You want to be women's champion? Show us what you can do.
So it seems like Nightshade's really wasting a lot of time here.
It's not a very good position to be in, top of those buckles.
Those shots are buying her the time back. Now, will she capitalise on it?
Okay, whatever's about to happen, this is it.
She's got the power to chuck, Nightshade's got the power to chuck Pollyanna off there. They're fighting up there, though.
I'm assuming she was going to go for a vertical suplex from those ropes.
Oh, my. Now, that's a position of a half. We've seen this before.
Oh, no, this is going to...
Double stomp time. Lannister driver, Queen of Dragons with a stomp.
Vicious, vicious, vicious.
I don't care how tough you are, you're feeling that one in the morning.
Kelly 6 checking on Nightshade here.
I think Pollyanna's building up some space. It means she's going to be able to build some momentum as well. They're halfway across the ring. What's she going to do?
Both competitors back up to their feet. Ducks the clothesline, responds with one of her own. Pollyanna has the advantage. Slamming Nightshade down to the mat. 2 hard clotheslines, followed up by a drop kick. Momentum on the champion's side, and now Pollyanna, she's got to finish this. Her back's hurting. Setting up for the Lannister driver. Has the power to pick her up, but she had the power and the technique to execute. Nightshade fights out. Ducks the clothesline.
Oh,
takes a kick to the mush as she's down. Pulling her over for the cover. Will this do it, Ross?
1, 2. Oh,
2 7/8.
Maya Roberson
Barely.
says no.
Barely a kick out.
I'm impressed by Pollyanna being able to keep her cool. If that was me, I would have gone mental at the referee then.
And I will give credit where it's due to Nightshade. She's wrestled once, but she's hanging in there. I've never taken away her toughness or her power, and she's shown it here as well.
Pollyanna can't let her frustration get the better of her.
She's kept her composure so far. Doesn't follow through with the headbutt, though. The composure of Nightshade and awareness was better. And this is kind of what I've been talking about. She's got the job, you know, she's got the skills to do the job. She can get it done in there.
No, don't let the crowd get... No, don't... No. Ignore the crowd. Ignore the crowd, Nightshade.
Lampshade. Counter. Oh, man. One right across the jawline.
Nope.
Hello.
Caught her. Where's she going?
Beautiful fall away
away
slam.
That was amazing. That's over. Surely that's over.
And another kick out.
Beautiful. Nice kick out. Pollyanna showing why she is the champion.
Okay, Nightshade, ignore the crowd. Ignore them, ignore them, ignore them. Get on Pollyanna. Pollyanna is phenomenal. You've got to get her. The crowd are fully behind Pollyanna right now.
Don't talk, Nightshade. Get it done. Finish it. Sends her into the corner. Follows through, but Pollyanna slips out. Another forearm to the jaw. Heading back up to the top. Nightshade with the counter.
Again, a precarious position to be in.
Back and forth. Back and forth. There was once a wise old man in a film who said that he had the advantage because he had the high ground. But if Pollyanna's not careful, Nightshade may send her back to the low ground the hard way.
Oh my
Superplex
God.
set up.
No.
Will she? Can she?
Oh, and
Yes,
she nails it.
beautiful suplex.
All joking aside, I don't know who got the worst of that. Nightshade did come down very hard, but the momentum definitely was more on Pollyanna. Both ladies are down and hurt.
Nightshade's up though. Momentum was not enough to harm her more. Has she won the championship?
Oh my God!
Surely that was a 3.
How was that 2? Surely that was a 3.
This has been a heck of a good wrestling match, gentlemen. Agree or disagree with Nightshade's tactics, her attitude, but this has been good. And Pollyanna is showing her right now why she is the champion. Nightshade, mental gut check time. Can you hold your composure? Can you hold the control? Can you keep on Pollyanna and win this match?
This is crunch time.
Polly, have you got the guts? Have you got the determination? Have you got the will to power through and finish this?
It looks like we're about to find out. Well done.
Oh, wow, what's this?
She's going for that DDT again, but she countered using the... No, you're not going to get her up. You're not going to get her up for the Lannister driver. No, wait. A different driver. Oh my God, I haven't seen this driver in years. Can she?
Lannister
Down she
driver.
goes. Reverse tombstone.
Hits it.
Kelly 6 up on the rope. So, oh, come on, Kelly. That was it. That was done.
Amazing tactics here. Amazing tactics. Gives Nightshade a bit of a breather.
Pollyanna had this match won with that driver. I had not seen that driver in years, that tombstone variant. And now Kelly 6 is in the ring. Come on, Dow Jones, not even you can condone this. Misses the super kick. Kelly goes up.
Oh my God.
Lannister driver, down you go, son. You are out and you deserve that.
Come on, that's unfair.
Get wrecked, lad. Get wrecked. But Pollyanna needs to look out behind her.
Oh, Nightshade.
There's Nightshade. Sends her into the ropes, puts her back up, goes for the cover, manages to get into position, puts down her weight, and that's it!
Pollyanna does it!
Wow.
Hell of a wrestling match.
Wow.
Pollyanna somehow manages to overcome Nightshade here.
To talk money for a second, Nightshade stock, despite the loss, her stock has definitely gone up. And I think there should be a rematch on the cards here.
Well, I'm sorry, I wouldn't mind seeing a rematch again, but I'm going to say this one and only thing to close this match up. Kelly 6, you possibly costed Nightshade her championship, because if she would have just focused, kept on him and not kept one eye on you and what the crowd was doing, she would have kept her focus, a lot like Shane Stevens, she would have had this, she would have had the match. But in the end, Pollyanna has taken out both of 50 Shades of Styx, and quite frankly, she has earned this victory here tonight.